Hi. So here we are again. Firstly, I just want to say thank you to those of you who have been watching my videos over the last 7 days. It's been a week. Some of you have actually messaged me and asked why am I doing these videos, and honestly, I've asked myself that too, because this is not something that comes naturally to me. But someone once said to me, if not now, then when? If not you, then who? And I'm often reminded that all of us have been given some kind of platform, big, small, public, maybe just within our own family, workplace, church, community, or just our friendship circle. But we all have a life that can impact and influence someone else's through what we have been through, what we've learned, through what God has helped us overcome over the years. And sometimes I think if we never share anything, then all these lessons just go with us to our grave when we pass away. But maybe someone else is waiting to hear what we have to say. Maybe not thousands of people, maybe just one person. But that one person may need that encouragement that we would be sharing that day. So can I tell you who I think about when I make these videos? There are actually certain people and families I think about often. People I carry in my heart. I think about parents like us raising children with additional needs, parents who are constantly learning, researching, advocating for their children at school and communities, going to therapy appointments, trying to understand the systems and support their child today, but also quietly worrying about what the future holds for their children. I think about migrant families like us as well, who moved to another country and is trying to build their life without their village nearby. No grandparents just around the corner, aunties and uncles nearby, or cousins coming over after school to play with the children. These families have no familiar support system, just trying to make it work one day at a time. I think about caregivers, people who are caring for aging parents, spouses caring for each other, adult children carrying family responsibility, parents quietly asking in their heart, what will happen when I'm no longer here? Who will understand my children and my loved ones that I'm caring for? Who will advocate for them? Who will fight for them? And I also think about the next generation, our young people who are feeling lost in today's world, looking for love, acceptance, safety, a feeling of belonging, sometimes from adults who are absent, or adults who are present physically but not always able to give emotionally what these young people need. And then I think about those adults too. Adults who are still carrying invisible emotional burdens from the way they grew up. Maybe they were loved, but not always emotionally understood. Maybe they were provided for, but not always comforted by their parents. Maybe they learned very young to be quiet, to listen and obey and perform and not make any trouble, to just be good, not have too many needs, and so that they can feel safe, accepted, or loved by the adults around them. And please hear my heart. Please know that genuinely I don't say this to blame our parents. I really don't blame our parents. Most of our parents did the best they could with what they knew at that time, the resources they had, and what they themselves have received from their parents, the generations before them. Many of them, I know with my parents, they're also carrying their own wounds, their own survival patterns, and their own unspoken pain that they still carry with them till today. But I do think and believe that part of becoming a mature adult is for us to learn to recognize patterns. Recognizing these patterns, not to blame or shame or to stay angry forever, but to understand the impact it's had on us, and to heal and grow, and to ask ourselves, what do I want to pass on from here to our children, to the next generation? Because you think about it, generational impact is not about money. It's not only about success or achievement. Those things matter, of course. But generational impact is also emotional inheritance. The way we love, the way we apologize, handle conflict, the way that we speak to our children, and the way we respond when someone is struggling, especially when it's our children. How we make people feel safe to be honest and to be themselves, and the way we allow people to have a voice of their own. That is why these people move my heart, because many of them are similar to me. They're not just trying to survive today. They're trying to build something better for their next generation. They're trying to love differently, to parent in a different way, in a better way than how they were parented, to speak differently, prepare the next generations differently, and heal and pass those healings. And honestly, I think that is very brave, very courageous. Because it is not easy to be the first person in your family who says, you know what? Maybe we can do this differently. We don't always have to do what we have known before. Maybe there's a way that we can talk about this like adults and ask for help if we struggle. Maybe we can stop pretending that everything is fine, just go on like nothing happened. And from there, maybe when we have these conversations, we can build something healthier. Some of the strongest people I know are not standing on stages, but they share their stories. They're not publicly recognized, but they're the ones quietly showing up every day for the people they love. The parent who keeps advocating and fighting for their children. The mother who keeps praying for their children. The adult who decide to keep healing so that their children don't have to carry the same pain that they have carried. That really matters. Growth, quiet faithfulness, healing, it all matters. And your love really matters. Even if nobody watches, even if nobody claps for you or even fully understand what you're doing. So if you're one of those people quietly carrying so much, I just want to say, I see you, I honor you. And I hope that this little space that I'm creating can encourage you even in a very small way. Because maybe generational impact starts here, with us. Not with something big or impressive, but with one person deciding, I want to become healthier. I want to be emotionally healthier and to love better, to speak with more courage. For someone to say, I want the next generation to receive something completely different in a positive way through me. So be blessed, and I'll see you in the next video.